Hi, welcome to Career Track Coaching Minute. My name's Jim Frisch, where we help young adults find meaningful careers through a coaching process. And once a month, we have guests from highly successful businesses where we ask them a couple of questions that we feel would be really helpful to our clients or young adults. And so today we have Rickey Deutsch. Rickey, welcome.
Welcome. Thanks. Great to see you, Jim.
Yeah, it's been a long time, and actually, I'm excited because Rickey also is a past client, and I'm really grateful that he's going to do this today. And so, Rickey's an accountant at Claff Realty, and he helps manage the accounting on the family office side of business, where he specifically manages the books for several entities who are invested in real estate, private equity, and venture capital. So, for those out there listening, I'm just curious, when you say family office side, do you mind just explaining what that means?
Yeah, sure. So it's kind of a unique perspective, at least for me, because I wasn't familiar either
Yeah.
before my time with Clap. But basically, what it's describing is kind of a business that maybe started in one industry. For us, at least, it was real estate focused, as you
Mhm.
probably guessed by the name. But
Yep.
what it kind of really dives into is the pivot, the ability to pivot into multiple industries as you've accumulated wealth and
Oh,
as your business kind of succeeds. So we've kind of expanded the nature of our investments.
okay.
And because of that, we've kind of expanded the number of entities that are exposed to these investments. So hence the name family office. So there's,
Okay.
there's family trusts that are associated now because the company had achieved enough success between 1990, their inception, until today.
Okay. No, that's helpful. I appreciate that. So let's dig into the question. So the first one is, what advice would you give a graduate that's just coming out of college today?
So I would say the first big advice that I both learned from Jim and Jody at Career Track, but also um, kind of on the fly, was just be able to talk about yourself
Mhm.
and try to be comfortable and force yourself to make mistakes and take risks by reaching out to people and build connections. Um, because that really is a skill that you will be utilizing for your whole life, your whole career, but also your whole life. Um, so I would say early and often, try to force yourself to be able to communicate with different people and talk about yourself.
Great. Yeah. So what summarizing what you're saying, it's all about what you learned is about networking, yeah, right? Reaching
Yeah,
out to people. Yeah.
yeah,
So and building those relationships. No, that's awesome because I still think even though you're going to apply to the different positions that you're interested in, if you have a really good network, they're going to help you get to where you want to go, and not only now but in the future. So great, that's a really good one. And then, since you've been at your company at Claff, what are maybe one or two habits that's really helped you with your success there?
I would say one habit that I've really carried over from from you guys is building schedules. Whether it's a day in advance or a week in advance or even farther out at times. I
Uh-huh.
think that's something that really helped me both with networking, but more so now on my current job. So it's more about kind of setting aside time slots of each day within a given week, specifically, usually.
Hmm.
That way, it'll kind of put your mind at ease, especially on days like today, Monday, where you're kind of nervous maybe about all the deadlines you maybe have for a week. So it allows me to prioritize the different tasks that I need to accomplish, whether it's in a given day or a given week, depending on whatever timeline would suit your job.
Awesome. No, that and by the way, I'm just curious, do you end up doing a calendar, an electronic calendar? Do you do like a to-do list manually? How do you go about doing that?
I would usually lean towards calendars, just because I'm more familiar with Outlook, and that's
Okay.
our email system. So they kind of have a great calendar system. But we also have a couple websites that kind of allow us to have an alternative as well.
Yeah.
You're not into calendars of tasks, whether it's more long-term or short-term, because everyone's going to have different deadlines, no matter what job you're in. It's just
Right.
a matter of how you kind of want to best organize your different deadlines and your different
Awesome.
tasks. So,
Okay. Well, you know what? I really appreciate it. Those were some great advice from you. And hopefully I'll see you soon down the road. And until next time, thanks a bunch.
thanks so much, Jim. Hope to
Got it.
see you soon as well.